Hello everyone, my name is Neil Mystic. Welcome back to the next video. I'm going straight into this without doing any preparation, so I will probably make a mistake once or twice. As you guys can see, my screen looks a little bit different. I did this manually. Well, I went to my user preferences, themes, and I changed it in here. I'm at graph now. You can go to different ones, but I chose graph because that's the easiest for me to use with my color disorder. Now, as you guys can see, I made a couple animations. Let's show you guys what it looks like in the game. So this is kinda what you'll be seeing. This is kinda what you'll be seeing of the character. I need to turn that off. Oh. So I don't hear any desktop sounds. So this is what you see in the game, and this is what it looks like. This is just basically an idle animation, nothing much going on. This is for the bad guys, the running animation, which I kind of didn't do right unless I do this. As you can see, he's running with his gun. I also have a walking animation for the guy with the gun. I have a crawling animation. As you guys can see, he's crawling. There's only one crawl speed. The running, I know it looks a little bit funky, but we can change that in Unity to speed this up. Sneaking animation, that's supposed to be 50, so I'm going to change this to 50. There. This is a normal sneak, this is a fast sneak. If only I can keep the number of frames right. So a fast sneak and just a normal walking animation. Okay, so these are the animations that I did. I'm going to stop this, and now it's time to load them into Unity. So what I'm going to do is open Unity. This is a good start, opening it. And in Unity we're going to get ourselves the setup, the tree that will show us which animation is happening. It's called under construction, this project. It's going to take a little bit for it to load in. Okay, so I still got the box that I made for a different tutorial, actually a different channel. Let's delete that. No, let's keep that, but just delete it here. Delete. I also have my character. And in models, characters, layer, this is where I'm going to put our object, our model. So I'm going to go to Unity. Can close this because I don't need it at the moment. Come on, close. So I'm going to go to File. Do I have anything else? Yes, I have these two. I don't need these two, so I'm going to delete them. I just need our character. So I'm going to select something on the character, and I'm going to go to Export, FBX file. And now I will need to look for where I put the map. And that's not as easy as I would think it would be. So give me a second to find it. Dropbox, Kingdoms. No Unity. Under construction. Nothing found. Okay, then let's check here. Save scene as. No map Dropbox. Okay, it's in my Dropbox folder. So I can use it from different locations as well. So that was the new map, Dropbox, under construction, assets, models, characters, player. And apparently I already made an FBX called player, so I'm going to just going to export it on top of that. Now, this isn't really right because I made all the good animations and all the bad animations, well, the good guy animations and the bad guy animations I made on one character. So this actually isn't the player, this is more like animations setup. So I need to make a map with animations, but that I'll do later. Okay, so as you can see, he's in the bad guy running position. I would like him to be in, and I can't see this. Why can't I see this? Okay, I want him to be in idle. If I can find idle, I will put him in idle. Run, sneak, sneak, walk, player, avatar. Was it in here? The normal metric? So yeah, down here I'll make this bigger and I'll try to make this bigger if I can. There we go. So here you can see the animations that you have. If you press play, you can see this is my idle animation. If I press run, you can see it's the running animation, the walking animation, the crawling animation. This is another running animation, our sneaking animation, our fast sneaking, and our walking animation. So these are all set up, these are right. And now as you can see, let's stop this. We got a player avatar. What we want to do is we would like to go to the animator and make sure that we can animate our character. So I need to make a new I think animator control. Yes, new animator control, and this is going to be player anim. So player animator. And as you can see, it pops up in here in the animator. Now any state, entry, exit, this is basically stop, this is basically the start and any state. Now what I would like to do is I want to get the metric action as the standard animation. So on entry it's going to be the idle animation because you're not doing anything. So there we go. No cycle offset. Yes, I want to have the foot IK. I want to have the foot IK on all my animations. Now the next thing, from idle we're going to go to all our animations, and from all our animations we go back to idle. So I'm going to put in run. No, that's the wrong run one. Need to delete that. I want to have all my player running animations and I'm going to put them up here. So GGP, the crawl, P run, P sneak, P fast sneak, the walking animation, and I think that is it. So we can walk, we can run, we can sneak, and we can crawl. I'm going to put the crawl in the middle. I'm going to put the sneak somewhere over here, and this one, the sneak run over there. I should actually be putting it something like this, and you guys will see why that is. I do like to have them nice and clean. Now we got our animations. The thing is, we need to be able to go from our normal animation, our idle animation, into all the other animations. I like to keep it nice and clean. Into all our other animations. So what we're going to do is we're going to select our normal animation and we're going to select make transit. And we're going to do that 6 times, well 5 times, so we can go to all our animations. So here we go. We got, it's possible for us to go from idle into one of these states, but we do want to go back from these states into the normal animation. in the idle animation. So again, from all of these, we need to make a transit that goes back into our normal animation, our idle animation. So this means what we just set up is we can go, and if we stop pressing the button to walk, we go back into our idle animation. We can sneak. If we stop sneaking, we can go back to idle animation. Now, what we also would like to do is when you press a specific button, you can go into your sneak or your, well, in my case, I'm going to put it so if you press C, you tap into sneak. If you just hold down C, you're going into the crawl animation. So what I would like to do is I want to get these two linked up, because if you press down C, if you just tap C, he's going to sneak. Actually, I did it wrong. This one should be it. So yeah, I need to find, I can't set it up, but I need to find a solution for that. What I would like to do is get these two hooked up and these two hooked up. So that's basically the same idea. Meaning if we press Ctrl, our character will go from walking into running. If we press Ctrl, it's going to go from sneaking into sneak running. And I would like to put these ones like this. And this is just because walking goes into running, sneaking goes into sneak running. This way it's easier for me to see what to do. So in the setup that we have now, it basically means we can go to 3 states from our idle. We can go into the normal walking and running, we can go to laying down, and we can go to sneaking. And this is what I want. I don't want the player to be able to go from sneak straight into crawling, but I do want to have the player go from sneak into walking. Because you just hold down one button. What I could do is if you double press that button, you go into crawl mode. If you double press it, you go back into sneak mode. That's something that I can do. And that would mean that we need to make more animation trees. So I'm going to put these animations in. I'm sorry if it starts to look messy. Now the thing is, you can't just go from walking into sneak running. You have to go through one of these two. Normally, if you're walking and you press the button to sneak, you press it, you go into sneak mode, so you're in sneak mode, and then you press the button to go into sneak run. So that means that like 1 second you'll be sneaking. Or you press the running button, but you do have to let go to the sneak mode. So basically I don't really need these animations. And now from sneak, because if you double press, I want it, you press once, you go to sneak, you double press, you go to sneak, to crawl. So make transition from crawl to sneak. There, and this is going to be our little animation tree. It kind of looks a little bit nasty at the moment, I know this, don't worry about that. But yeah, this is going to be our basic animation tree. Now there's something else that we need to do. If we go to sneak, I want to add in a parameter, and I want this to be a boolean, I think. Sneak. Yes, it's a boolean, so sneak. On this one, sneak is true, and on this one, sneak and another boolean, and it's going to be called run, is true as well. On this one, on the normal run, I'm going to tap off sneak. On the meta rig, I'm going to on the walk, I'm going to tap off these two as well. On the sneak, I need to turn this on, and I think I did it wrong. I think I need to put it in here. Add behavior, no, not a new script. Ah, here we go. No, we don't go. Where was it? I forgot it. Oh, right, I do need to put the IK on all of these. before I forget, and IK foot. Was it here? No, it wasn't there. Double click, nope. That's actually too big now. So as you can see, these ones, they are basically right. It's a lot of fun that they're making a lot of noise behind me. How was it? How was it? I'm just going to tab them off. I kind of forgot how to do this. That sucks. Curves, no. Events, no. Not a mask, not a motion. No. I forgot how to do that. I do know we need these two parameters. Is it a new blend tree state? I don't think that's the thing. Ah, yeah, we do need to do something with that. But I'll go in depth on all of this in the next video. For now, it's important that you guys know how to do this, how to set this up. And in the next video, we'll be setting it up completely. There's one more thing that I do want to do, and that's in, where was it? Build settings, no. Player settings, no. It was in player control. That's what I know, and I'm sorry, it's been a long time since I've done this. Window, where is it? Not layers. Console, navigation. Animation, no. I did animations already. Scene, game. No, not game. I will find it, don't worry. Not a profiler either. Navigation. Not really. I'm going to go over all of them, I think. Not the console either. Was it in edit? Project settings and... oh, come on. Assets. Edit. Project settings, input. Yes, it was in input. So as you can see, size 18, horizontal, vertical, fire, blah blah blah, jump. Okay, so what this basically are is your mouse buttons and stuff, which is really strange. So horizontal, basically forward, strafe, no, left, right. So this is strafe, left, right, A and D. In my case, it's Q and D. So I'll change it in here. Yes, I do want them to be snapped. Get motion from joystick. I think I'm doing my joysticks first. No, I'm doing it right. Where I set strafe, it's forwards, and that's actually, in my case, the Z instead of the W. Okay, so fire 1, that's not going to be the left button, that's going to be mouse 0 entirely, because the left control and stuff like that I'm going to use for other things like the running and the changing between states. Also, left mouse button is going to be fire 1. So basically, if I want to get in a gun or you have throwables, this is going to be in fire 1. Fire 2 is going to be your left mouse button. I'm going to call this zoom or aim. I think aim would be better. This is basically the state that will take you between the This is basically the state that will take you between the third person view and go into first person view to actually aim at people. So we get these four set up. Now fire 3, that's the scroll wheel. I don't have any use for the scroll wheel, so I'm just going to leave it like that. Jump is going to be spacebar. We're not going to get jump in, so there's no big reason to have that. Cancel is escape, that's good. Submit is enter, yes. Submit is return. I'm not going to set it up for joysticks yet. I'm going to make this the action button. So action, and that's not going to be return, that's going to be the E button. So when you press the E, you get an action. And we can add in more, we can delete these, and we can actually set this up completely ourselves. Now, seeing I don't use the scroll wheel, I will leave it in for now. We don't need jump, so I'm going to delete jump. We don't need fire, I'm going to delete fire. I get 2 jump buttons. Delete, delete. And now I have 4 jump buttons. I said duplicate, I'm sorry. There we go, so we deleted all of those. Basically the ones that we don't need. Like these joystick buttons, I don't need them at the moment. I will put them in later. Action, submit is enter, and cancel is escape. Okay. These are the buttons that we need, and this is going to be the end of the video. It's been 22 minutes. I think that's long enough. So basically we imported our animations into Unity. We got our basic animator set up, and now it's time to go in depth with a script on how to use this. What I'm going to look for is that when we press this, we will get a parameter for sneak. So basically, if we want this to happen, then we have the sneak needs to be active. And I'll see if I can do that by the next video. Bye everyone.